Heyo everybody, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm a Nick, all by myself. Yes, for once I'm starting a solo Let's Play all by myself in God knows how long, because I held myself up far too long on Sonic Adventure 2. I'll talk more about what's going to happen to that later in the video. But for what's going on here, well, this is my second favorite Zelda game of, it's my second favorite Zelda game. I already Let's Played my first. But I guess with that, may as well watch the rest of this little cutscene, and then we'll get ourselves started. I'll probably gush more about this game as I play. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee! Hello, Link! Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you! Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up! I'm Navi the Fairy! The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Alright, enough exposition crap, so now you have control of Link for the very first time. Well, in a 3D space. So the A button does stuff, even though it doesn't say anything right now. If you're running around like this, it would normally say attack. This is like putting away Navi is like there's no purpose. Now if you press the C up button here, you get to change the camera as it was just a moment ago. This is probably an easier angle to run around, so let's get out of here and get into the forest. Here we are, and get that glorious pan shot going, and hey, who's that down there? Yahoo! Hi, Link! And glorious backflips! And let's talk to you. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link! Wow, that's great news! I'm so happy for you! Now you're a true Kokiri, Link! Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. We have some things we want to do first before doing that. And that is get rupees. Why is that? Well, in order to actually get to the Great Deku Tree, you actually are going to need a sword and a shield. If you probably haven't guessed by now, the rupees are to buy something, i.e. the shield. They're all kind of lying around in grass, under rocks, and there's even some hidden away in specific spaces, like right back here. Here's a 5. You can roll around, jump like that, chuck more rocks, because why not? Let's actually start going over this way. If you try to pick up the grass, don't. You can't right now. Now, the C up button flashing that says Navi, push up and she's all like, the Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. She'll talk to stuff and probably annoy the crap out of you, and she's all like, hey, listen, as it's been the butt of a joke for so very, very long. Anyway, Dismal 5. And you can also jump across this once and twice to a third one, and you get yourself a 5 right over there. It's not really hard to gather rupees, honestly. So let's just keep rolling over this way. Most of the houses here are mostly just tutorial talk. They'll talk about all the different functions of the buttons, and I'll probably just talk about what I was doing there. That's a little something called Z targeting. It was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It was a very big deal back around in the 90s when this came out. But we're not gonna go in there just yet. We're gonna go back over this way. We could talk to a bunch of townsfolk, as I said before. It's all just tutorial and flavor and whatnot. I think it's this one that needs to be jumped over? Ah, I didn't get it right. Oh well. Anyway, you can crawl through here, and you get to go through a little passageway. I apologize if the game looks really dark. That's just how it's being captured, and I have no control over that. Anyway, there's at least 10 whole rupees you can get through here, so... And another 2 in the grass. Get yourself another blue right here. Let's try and not be... I said to not be crushed, but, you know, I can't listen. Anyway, here's a big chest. Let's read the sign. Visit the House of the Know-It-All Brothers to get answers to all your item-related questions. Well, that'd be if you didn't know how to play the game, but I'm here, so, well, I'll explain it all. Here's a sword. You have different subscreens in the pause menu. There's 4 of them. I'll show them all here in just a moment if I can get out of this. Yeah, we're borrowing this, quote unquote. Anyway, here it starts you off in the map. Quest status just shows all your collectibles. Currently have nothing. Here's the equipment subscreen. You automatically have the Kokiri tunic and the Kokiri boots. And you just press A and you equip something. Here's the here's where you equip items to the different C buttons, or if you're playing this on other systems, probably a stick, or using other different buttons on the controller. And also, if you press B in this menu, you get to save. Anyway, let's cut some grass. It will give you a heart if you done fucked up and got hurt. Let's try and not get crushed by the rock this time. You know what? Let's chalk P for posterity's sake. I did not want to backflip that way. Oh well. Can we, you can use the Z button not only to target things, but you can also recenter the camera. But you'll be, if it's far as you see me doing, and you'll see me do it quite a bit more. There's also something I think you can do with these, let's speak to you, maybe? Oh crap, I forgot that you can press B to skip a lot of dialogue. Alright, let's just cut a bunch of grass because we can. Yada yada yada. I think it's if it's not this sign, it's the other one where you have different ways you can slash your sword. If you're moving forward and press B at the same time, like so, you do a stab. It is not this sign. It is the other one that tells you to practice a stab on it. So you do that, and it gives you 5 rupees right away. Anyway, now that we've got the 35 rupees dealy-dealy-doo, let's just run over this way. And kind of go and introduce ourselves to the store. But not before this happens. Hi, Link, look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. So, you know what? We'll obligate you with that. Yes, yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. And it's just, use Z, you can lock on to stuff, and then you can use A to talk to things. Alright, so normally the shield costs 40 rupees. Back here there's a cheekily placed blue rupee. And now, we can buy ourselves a shield! Da-da-da-da! You got the shield and have to go through unskippable text. In this game, it's the R button, or in most other games, well, most other versions of the game, you use, I think it's the R button to, well, yeah, I guess that's right. You use the R button to shield in all the other versions. It's just Z targeting becomes L targeting, with how the button layouts are placed. I just want to show off one other thing before we go to the Great Deku Tree, and it's specifically this house right here. House of the Great Mido, boss of the Kokiri. Gee, I wonder if we'll run into him. There are several different chests in here. You can open them and rob him for his money. You specifically get about like 7 rupees in here, and a recovery heart, which is pretty much pointless because, well, unless, oh, you get 11 rupees. That's better than I thought. Anyway, yeah, he has a random recovery heart, which is kind of pointless because there's tons of recovery heart chances around here. But anyway, let's go talk to this guy over here who, as you could probably guess, is Mido. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? That's gonna be the best impersonation of a grumble that you're gonna get. And now you're gonna come across our first actual killable enemy. This is the Deku Baba. This version just sticks right here and does nothing and will deal a half heart if you get hit. Killing it always drops a Deku stick. We're gonna equip these right away to left C because that's just how I always used to do it. And we'll kill you and get another, well, I recommend getting a couple sticks. Just trust me on this one. I'm gonna put everything away because why not? And here we are. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Well, fuck yeah! Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the Fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use Up-C to listen well to her words of wisdom. And that is our first dungeon right then and there. But I think this makes a good cutting off place for today, so on today's episode of Ocarina of Time, we got a sword, a shield, some sticks, and the entrance to a giant tree who's like, "Get in my belly!" So with that, and so we'll just charge it next time. So with that, I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, in regards to Sonic Adventure 2, the main reason I'm putting it on hold indefinitely is because, well, I just don't have the drive to complete it anymore. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, this is all so tedious, it's not really fun anymore. I just can't. Maybe it'll come back someday, but in the near future, I'm doubting it'll come back. I really feel like it was holding back my drive to actually get onto other solo projects, and while I've had a bunch of fun with all of our VBS plays and on the occasional date night games of playthroughs and whatnot, I just really wanted to get back to my own stuff. I mean, that's not so wrong, right? But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this Ocarina of Time Let's Play. Really been wanting to work on it, and it's overall my 10th solo Let's Play, so there's that. I'll see you guys next time, for real this time.